What's going on, guys? Welcome to part 2 of our playthrough here for Hogwarts Legacy. In the last episode, we did the intro, and we then, but things didn't really end. Well, I guess begin so well, I guess you can say. But now we have made it here to the castle, and we did get my well, I did get sorted for the house and everything like that in the last episode. So if you missed that, make sure you go and check that out. And in this episode, we are going to be finding our common room here. Should just be right down over here.
Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
And then it looks like we need to talk to a couple of people here. Adelaide, Arthur, and Lenora. So this is Lenora. So let's go ahead and
That's good, isn't it? Oh, hello.
talk to her.
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I do have a lot to catch up on.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed, 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
And nice
It
to
was
meet
nice
ya.
meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Okay, so that was Lenora. So I'm only seeing over there. This must be Adelaide. Yep, Adelaide Oaks.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
Lie about
That's
that.
dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes, he travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
Alright, now we have our last one here, Arthur.
Arthur's got you. It's all right. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I tend to agree with your mother or shame. I think magical beasts are incredible.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Nice meeting you, Arthur, and good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Is the
Alright.
new Hufflepuff out of bed yet?
Now we need to meet
Professor
Professor
Weasley's
Weasley
waiting for them outside the
of
common room.
Let's see what she wants us to do.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Alright.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Alright. So, yeah, let me note down in the comments what you guys think
This way.
of the game so far. If you have seen either my first
The guide
video
will give you
or
opportunities to practice
if
your
you guys
magic and
are
educate yourself
playing it
about
yourself.
wizarding lore.
So far, I'm actually fairly enjoying it.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Revelio.
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Okay, nothing.
Do keep up.
Nothing's in there. Alright. Alright.
Simply
Oh,
cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
we're here. A House Elf Recipe Book. Rumored to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations, this book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes like pickled dirigible plums are likely an acquired taste. You just unlocked a guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. One of two. Collect field guide pages in Hogwarts. This is your wizard level XP earned from challenges. Increase your level and power. The bottom there is for your challenges. Okay, here's the field guide. And here's the different Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect the rewards you have unlocked.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more.
So let me go back there a second. Oh, never mind, I can't. I need one more for that. Okay.
Like that, inside and outside of the castle.
So I think in today's episode, we are going to be doing some our first classes.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames
Grand
to get around a bit
staircase.
quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay, I need to find Central Hall. This is the Great Hall. Select the library. Has unlocked. Okay, so the green ones are unlocked, and the white ones are locked. So I guess travel to the library, I'm assuming.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Alright.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here.
Revelio.
It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is
Which
the
I
only
believe,
all-wizarding village in
not
Britain,
this
and is home
episode,
to an
but
array
most
of
likely
shops and pubs.
next episode,
You should be able to
we
find
will be
all of
going-
the school supplies you
heading
require
over to
in Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade.
You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
What exactly is Defense Against the Dark Arts?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Can you tell me more about Charms class?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Alright.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's
Well,
more
let's
to the
say,
story than a
we
search for
crash-
belongings and an extended
Crash,
trip up to the
landed
castle.
in some ruins, and yeah, we just had to. No.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
All right.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable
worry.
to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after
not
you've attended
worry.
both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
All right. Now we need to talk to Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I didn't like to lie to her, or you did, sir? Because
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
okay. You can track. Okay. Okay, that symbol represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments, marked as that, or as quest rewards. Okay, there's Charms class, and Defense against the Dark Arts. Okay, so with that one we get Leviosa, and this we get Accio. Doesn't really matter which one I do first, but because I'll be needing both.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio.
Oh yeah, I don't have something I need.
Revelio.
Yeah, here's a. Here's this.
Whoever
but
decided
I
to make
can't-
Revelio.
Yeah, I can't get it just yet.
What am I missing?
Hi, Grey Khan.
Okay, here's some like mystery things here. As far as right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna stick with the. Oh, I got a another fast travel point. I am gonna actually. That's a. Wait, where's this one? No, it's by up.
In trouble, are we? Been up to no good.
Go ahead and just do this one. Got another
Off on another adventure, are we?
another fast travel. Let's go ahead and do this. First class.
Stupefy!
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
All right. Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
All right.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time,
Yes.
cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a risk. Good. Now, the bit well done.
All right.
Very good. But the best way
Easy
to
enough.
practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego.
This should be easy.
Protego.
Stupid Protego. Complicates things. Good form.
I know. Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Got him.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put
Not
you
so
on the
bad.
spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
Revelio.
There is a chest. It's probably below me.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
It was. Never used my wand in combat, or I've had my share of wand combat.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds suspicious.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Alright. Okay. Got our first. Okay, that
What
one
are you up
is-
to now?
That one's up more. Here's stairs.
Wish someone would send me a letter.
I swear it wasn't what you think, my cherub. Your eyes deceived you.
There is another one of these. It must be down below. It's even further up. There's that cat.
Revelio.
There's a chest there. Alright, well, let's just keep on going and let's do our... It's up one more floor. Man.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind
Alright.
him to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
Nettie?
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Oh, there he is.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms. Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Well, I'm a newbie here, so
Well,
obviously
it
not.
seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. Akio? Right? That is
Akio!
That is not bad.
This is what I need. I guess
You
to
are a
grab
swift
that one
learner.
page
I
whatever
see a
that's
lot
flying
of
around.
potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Alright, so when we doing something outside here. Wonder what he's gonna have us do.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Playing a game.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last spot. That's it! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Very good.
Almost at 50.
Splendid!
Oh, did I get it? 50?
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
All right.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is she gonna be going first? I think so, yeah. Okay, what you got? 30. Right.
That
30
is how
points
it's
for
done.
you.
Accio!
Happens to the best of us.
Let us see this. There we go.
That's 60. Stop.
That's it!
Watch this.
Oh, do not hit my ball.
Phew.
Accio.
Quite impressive.
30, 80 points. Yeah, oh well.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
A bit more interesting.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Alright, 30 points for you, okay.
Accio.
Oh,
Very
30.
good.
Here we go.
It's gonna be 30 points for you again.
That is how it's done.
I need to...
Brilliant.
60...
Let us see this.
Which is 80... 30, 110...
Accio.
Oh,
Don't lose your composure.
can I try again?
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Oh well.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Alright, so that was
Well
that
done
fast.
back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm holding my own, or I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is the magic the same?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Surely the magic is weaker, or that's so incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
What does...
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
How big
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio
A word,
humans.
if you
All right,
would.
let's talk to
You wanted
Ronan.
to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Alright, quest complete. Charms class.
Revelio.
It was hitting up here, I guess. Level. Okay. Can't do that just yet.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Samantha Dale.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Wasn't too challenging a lesson? Or that's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Okay, so now side quests are now available. Okay, this is a main quest. What are the side quests? Weasley or after class? Okay.
I've always
there's-
said that travel broadens the mind.
Weasley after class.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
No.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Yeah.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And
All right,
Mr.
that's,
Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
When we will go to Hogsmeade, and I'll be getting my wand. Well, my own wand, I should say. So there really is an Ollivander's here?
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
What's a spellcraft?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
And what more can you tell me about the potions shop?
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Okay, quest complete. Immediately after class, report to Professor Ronan. Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, reward you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm, Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. Alright. Well, while... Oh, there's a, one of these.
There you are.
Right there.
Revelio.
Oh, hold on, let me... Wyvern Fountain. This fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan, this is most assertively not meant to be the wyvern of Y, slain by the likely knight in spite of himself.
Revelio.
Alright, well, I will save this bit right here, and then our way to Hogsmeade in the next episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Make sure you turn on all notifications so you are always notified when a video gets posted. And I will see you in the next one.